Good. So today we're going to look at a little cross grip system that I like to do from closed guard. We're only going to do about half of it today, and maybe we'll cover some of the other stuff on a different day. A lot of this can be done when our partner's standing up as well. But we're going to start off with my partner gripping the gi. So he doesn't have to be gripping the gi, but this is a good way for us to start so we can just practice the grip break. So the cross grip, his right arm, my right arm, I'm going to go this pocket grip on the sleeve. To break this grip off, I'm going to come in underneath, place my hand onto my own wrist so that I can start bending his wrist and then snapping the grip off. I'm going to rotate my hands to the inside so it leaves this avenue for me to start attacking the back, and also puts my hand in a good position to start punching this arm across, and also stops him from being able to easily re-grip the gi. I'm going to reach up, going to grab hold of just this little bit of cloth underneath the armpit, and as I start to drag the arm, I'm going to also pull the knees in. Yeah, because most of the time if I just use this 2-on-1 and just arm to arm, it's going to be difficult. But if I use my knees as well, a little bit easier. Now, what I'm looking for in this first one is I'm just looking to punch this arm out nice and straight. I've got a nice straight arm as well. We can either, with this arm, reach up, we can grab hold of the lat, or what we can also do, if we feel like we've got him in nice and tight, we can take the gi out and we can hold the gi and pull this tight. You see when I pull the gi, how it adds that little bit of rotation into the body. I'm going to go back to the sleeve, open my legs, and I'm going to start to shrimp. So as I punch his hand away, I pull on the gi at the top, and I just keep moving my hips until my partner's hips drop down. Hook goes in, top hook goes in, and we go into the seatbelt for the back take. So first part, he makes the grip, we get pocket grip. Underneath, snap the grip off, rotate our hand to the outside. Hand comes to the armpit. As we pull across, we're also going to use the knees to pull my partner in and punch this arm nice and straight. Really important, especially if they're really strong, to get our arm nice and straight. Gonna reach up, either just grab hold of the lat, or if you feel like we've got him tight, we can just like take the gi, give that gi to this hand and pull this tight into the armpit. Go back to the grip, so we rotate his body, open the legs, and start to shrimp the hips until his hip drops down. Either leave this leg, cut across, or if we're looking for the points, 2 hooks in and through for the seatbelt. So let's start off. Cross grip, back take from closed guard. 1, 2, 3. All right, good. So second part to this. So same grip, underneath, we break the grip, circle to the inside. I make the grip, I start to pull across, but this time, either I haven't managed to get him as far across, so off to the side of my body, or I haven't meant to, and I've just pulled him in straight on top. If I have pulled him right across to the far side, there's no real point in going for this next sweep because I've got to get him right from that side to this side. I might as well start coming out to take the back. But if I pull him in and his body lands directly on top of me, then it gives me a perfect sweep opportunity. So I'm going to take this hand a couple of different ways. Sometimes just in the speed of rolling, I'll just reach up and grab hold of the lat on the far side. But if you can reach and get this gift wrap on this arm, pull this in nice and tight, this is certainly going to help with the sweep. And also it's going to help us attack once we've finished. Now the free hand, look at my legs. Going to pinch my knees. I'm just going to move myself around to the side. So we don't want to put our feet to the floor, just good tight knees, round, and we're going to hug underneath this leg on the far side. If he's a little heavier, we're going to start to just circle this outside leg to create momentum. Once we've got that momentum going, this far leg, we're going to cut it underneath our partner's legs, and we come up to the top. If we've still got this, we can scoop this in. We've got a nice wrist lock. We can insert here, flare the elbow. We've got the snake choke, and of course, we can always start moving and start looking to take the back as well. So again, he's got the grip. We break the grip. Swing to the inside or outside, pull across, he lands on top of me this time. Reach over, grab the wrist or grab the lat. Then it's that little change of angle. So just out, so we're now looking in his ear. Scoop underneath the leg, just get ourselves moving, cut the leg underneath, and through for the sweep. One of my favorite sweeps, guys. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. All right, so next part of this, we break the grip. So I'm trying to go for what I've gone for before. If I can pull it across for the back take, I will. If I can pull him in for the sweep, I will. But sometimes these guys, they're too strong. So as I try to pull this across, even using my knees, he's going to start to rip his arm back. Because he knows if he gets pulled across, anytime this arm goes across this 50% mark on my body here, this 50% line, he knows he's in trouble. So as I start to pull this in, he starts driving himself back up. So instead of fighting him and continuing with what I'm doing here, I'm going to let him pull me up. So as he drives, I'm going to sit up and base my hand down. Now you can if you want to, but it's not my preference. We could let go and we could go to the elbow here and hug. I prefer just to keep the grip that we have here, but just make sure that as we start going up for the hip bump, we're not putting this arm out to allow him to base on the floor. Just keep this arm or hand nice and close to your chest. We're going to come up, immediately lift those hips. This near side leg is just going to drop slightly, and then we're going to throw the hips up over the top and through for the sweep. So we're going to use basically what he gives us. We break the grip. If he allows me to bring him across, I will. Sweep, I will. But if he really drives, as he drives back, I use that to pull myself up, keep this hand nice and close, lift the hips through for the hip bump. So one more time. So we break the grip, we try to pull him across, he sits up, and we go for the sweep. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so the last part of this today, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to break the grip off and we're going to pull through. So instead of trying to pull my partner down for the back take this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this free hand and I'm going to dive it underneath my partner's leg. So I'm going to take myself towards the leg. If I'm finding it difficult to get under his leg, I can use this arm and knees to pull him forwards. So here and underneath. When I'm ready to go, I'm going to just pull on this arm, lift on the leg, and I'm going to kick him towards this direction, which I would expect he's going to base. Like anyone decent's going to base. But I'm preempting what he's going to do. So what I don't want to do is do this, and then him base his hand, and this leg gets stuck underneath this arm. So I'm going to flare my leg at the same time as I kick, so he bases and it leaves this leg free. Couple of things going to happen. Number one, he stays where he is and he stays out to the side. If he stays over there, I'm going to punch this arm in and I'm come through for the omoplata. Now I do like the omoplata. We've covered this on a few classes recently, but one of my favorite things to do from here is the omoplata sweep. As I'm underneath the leg, I'm just going to start to straighten my legs and I'm going to start to turn my body. Keeping hold of the arm as I go, we're going to rotate, come up, and we sit down on the shoulder. So once we've got like this position, we've got a few options. We can attack this arm, we go like wrist lock here, we can just drop down into side control, or what we can do is hold the elbow, re-roll, and we take ourselves back into the omoplata position. So again here, we break, go underneath the leg, I flare the leg, kick him to the side. If he stays where he is, we pull in, omoplata. If he starts trying to fight his way back, as he fights his way back, we lock into the triangle. Pull the arm across, change the angle, as we always do for the triangle finish. So one more time, we break the grip. Underneath the leg here, flare the leg. If he drives back, triangle. If he doesn't drive back, punch the arm in. We can go omoplata if we want. But if we're looking for the sweep, we kick the leg straight, roll through to the top, drop down in for the sweep. All right, last one, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it.